Well, hello, and thank you so much for being with me for my TBC live broadcast number 186. That's 186 live broadcast. It's a pleasure and an honor. Okay, I want to first thank my wonderful people here on my live chat that's here with me, Sharif and Khan. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure more people will actually be coming very soon. I want to thank my loved one that I love so much that always supports me always. That's to you. And also, I have a little one that always watches me. Kayla, if you there, love you, sweetheart. You know, I have two people that's very special to me. I have a little butterball that's watching me with my loved one as well, or we call her butterball. Okay. All right, let me get started. Now, I will be with the people on my panel just a minute. Okay, in just a moment. But I have a special blog post to go over, and this one I'm telling you is huge. That our TBC administration put up on our blog post at blog info. Now, our my fine partner Randy Wilson, he did a fine job in his live broadcast going over that blog post, and I'm sure that several people will actually go over that blog post as well. I'll be with you in a moment. Just in a moment, Ryaz. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, this one deals with merchants, and we're going to show you exactly how to grow our community. This is by far, I've already been over this blog post. It's by far, I say this a lot, but every time admin outdo itself again, this could be the best one yet. Definitely got to be in the top 3 of all blog posts. Okay, because it's about growing our community. Okay, so let me do a screen share and let's go over this blog post. And I'm going to take my time a little bit going over this blog post because I'm going to emphasize certain points that you really need to pay close attention to. Okay, all right. So let's just share a screen here. All right. It says sponsoring merchants does offer the TBC community the shortest path towards our objective. I'm going to say that again. Sponsoring merchants does offer the TBC community the shortest path towards our objective. Now, we have seen this particular massive growth campaign chart before, with this red area being the fastest way to get to 1 billion members, by everybody getting 10 people in TBC. All right. Well, let's read on, and I'm going to just expand our screen just a little bit for reading purposes for everyone. Reaching our objective of 1 billion members has always been within reach since the idea of TBC was conceived. The only question is, how fast can we reach that number? Humanity needs to upgrade what its uses as a medium of exchange services. The current system, where a few have so much power over everyone else, has proven over and over again that the few cannot be trusted with such power. And when you agree to that, study the comparison below to see what I mean. Now, I went over just a few of these and see which one side you would rather be on, the left or the right. It says common sense. Have you noticed the whole world is rethinking the nature of money? What type of money do you want? Okay, do you want money created by banks and controlled by governments? Or do you want money of the people and managed by a trustworthy the people. You want money designed to enslave humanity? Or do you want money designed to free humanity? What type of money do you want? Do you want money that thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use or inhibits corruption? Do you want it built on the principle of scarcity? Or do you want it built on the principle of abundance? See, isn't our coin based on abundance? Do you want money that lacks transparency? Or do you want money that's very transparent? Okay? And this is either or, either or, either or. Okay, you just got to decide which side would you want to be on in terms of money that you want. Okay? Let's read on. Out of all the alternative cryptocurrencies in the world today, TBC, being the Billion Coin, is the only one completely free of the banking manipulation and force of government. TBC has already created abundance within the world that has only a few. Let me see. Hold on just a moment. TBC has already created abundance within the world that only has known scarcity. TBC is the clear choice moving forward. We have had our trials and have a pattern of overcoming them, and we are stronger now than we ever have been. It's time to speed up the growth within the TBC community. I'm going to underline this one right here. I'm going to say this line again. It's time to speed up the growth within the TBC community. Okay, let's read on. Merchants can play a key role now in speeding up community growth, but not in the way you think you may be thinking they will. I'm going to say that again, but not in the way you may be thinking they will. See, there's a lot of people out there. Let me just stop here. A lot of people out there are thinking they walk into a small coffee shop or a small merchant and tell them about TBC, how they can use that for purchasing goods and services. That is not the way, folks. And I'm going to show you how in this blog post. But okay, too many of you in the TBC community only see what a merchant can do for you. See, it cannot be for you. It's got to be for the merchant. If you look at it from the merchant standpoint and where a merchant thinks, then you will be profitable in the long run. Okay, or in the short run. You may want more merchants to accept TBC crinkles for payment. You want merchants to accept 100% of TBC crinkles for their goods and services. And see, this is admin talking to us. You see? My dear friends, these are not reasonable expectations. Don't you see that merchants are smart business people? Merchants operate their businesses on revolving cash flow. See, they don't think like we think. Thinking about how to revolve cash flow, such as stocking their shelves with products they know will be sold. And when those products do sell, they keep a portion of what the revenue generated as profit and pay themselves as their means of living, and the majority of that revenue is used to restock the store shelves. Realistically, can merchants restock today only using TBC as payment? Of course not. That is why we need to get to 1 billion members. By that time, TBC will be so widely accepted as a form of payment that merchants could restock their shelves using only TBC. So let's not put the chart in front of the horse, as the saying goes. And this is the picture here of a merchant with their products. And it says crinkles are private smartphone money ready for merchants to use and accept. Okay, let's keep going. I believe merchants can help as okay. Read that again. I believe merchants can help us get to 1 billion members in about 1 year if we present our opportunity in the right way. See, this is admin talking to us. Please don't go to merchants and try to convince them to accept 100% TBC crinkles as payment. People, don't do that. Please don't do that. That's the incorrect way. They would not be interested in doing that, as I already explained why above. Instead, sponsor them and show them how to sell TBC as a product. You see? A merchant that can successfully sell TBC over and over again is much more likely to accept TBC as a form of payment. The new business cards make it easy, especially if you will do all the heavy lifting at first. And then in our CrinkleCast back office, we now can print off these. And I've bought these, and it should be on hard paper, preferably, shiny type hard card paper. Okay. All right. Now this is where I want you all to really listen closely. Okay. Try to see this blog post for what it really is, and ingest it. Just go over and over and over again till you get it. Because I got it, folks. Trust me, I got it. A decent number of you within the TBC community have already achieved a steady stream of cash flow by following the system. The system is the Fast Start system. Most of you still need a cash flow coach to help you get you there too. And by the way, Randy is doing his cash flow coaching right now, matter of fact. Right now, he's and people in the Bangladesh community as well as other people around the world is in his cash flow coaching right as we speak at tbcrand.com. And I believe I've talked to you about that before. Okay. Let's go on. If you are getting pretty good at following the system and earning an income using it, then it is time to expand that system to include inviting merchants to join us in the distribution phase of TBC. And what phase are we currently in, folks? And I'm speaking to the world here. We're in the distribution phase of TBC. When we get in November, that is the redemption month. Okay, start on November 1st of this year. Let's read on. Small business owners are the best to approach. Let me read that again. Small business owners. It didn't say a chain or a restaurant chain or any type of business chain or product chain. It says small business owners are the best to approach at this time. Big chain stores would not be interested in us at this time. So, what do I mean by you doing all the heavy lifting? They're talking to us. What do they mean by us doing all the heavy lifting? That's what the admin is saying. Make selling TBC risk-free and hassle-free for the merchant. Think about it. Okay, please mute yourself, please, because I'm trying. I need to go over this. Please mute yourself on the panel. Please mute yourself. This is important. I need y'all to listen, okay? Just listen. All right. Think about it. How many customers? I'm asking you all on the panel if you please mute yourself, please. I don't need people. I don't need any interruptions at this point, please. I'm hearing an echo. Somebody trying to come on the panel. Please mute yourself. Okay? All right. How many customers does a small business owner have per day? Product-based stores can easily attend to 100 or more customers a day. Same goes for restaurants. What if all they had to do was to hand out business cards to make money in TBC? You could do all the rest of the work for them. You could set up a KCBO, that's Crinkle Cash back office account for them by creating an email account in their business name. You could pay the $10 admin fee for them. And that's where the cash centers come into play right here. You see? This is, admin is talking about here, cash center. See, I see that. I don't know if y'all see it. You don't have to say it, but that's what it means here. You could print up to 1,000 business cards for them too. Yep, it's costing you a few bucks to get them started, but you have made it risk-free for them to give it a try. One or two merchants will keep you pretty busy following up with their sign-ups. You just rotate from one KCBO account to the next each day for looking for new referrals that come in as a result of the merchant passing out the business cards. Big word right here, folks. Teach the merchant. Teach the merchants to offer words of encouragement as they pass out these business cards, like, be sure you collect this gift today while the offer lasts. I must read that again. Be sure you collect the gift today while the offer lasts. Then when you connect with these referrals, you can explain how the cookie reward system works and how that encourages purchase of at least $100 in crinkles. You see here, folks? I hope y'all catching this. You can meet these referrals at the merchant's location and complete a $100 cash transaction. I'm going to stop right there. Now, I hope y'all digesting this. 50% of the 50% of that will go to the merchant to your partner. Of course, the merchant will catch on and will also want to purchase at least $100 too from you. And when they do, you will keep 100% of that as your personal sale. If merchant will, let me say it says here, if every merchant was approached this way, why would them say no? Passing out business cards from the cash register is so easy to do. And each time they do it, it could bring in $50 of new revenue to them. And by the way, $50 to you as well. Okay, if what I call a no-brainer. When merchants find it easy to sell TBC using the business cards. See, this is what we're talking about. They're going to be using the business card to sell TBC. Okay? So I'm going to read the last paragraph. When merchants find it easy to sell TBC using the business cards, then they are highly likely to do at least 50% TBC crinkles, right? Imagine tens of millions of merchants all around the world accepting 50% TBC crinkles in about 6 to 9 months from now. You will be surprised how fast we go to 1 million members to 1 billion members. And listen to what admin says. I bet the distance between those two achievements is only 60 days. That's too much, folks. See, we have thousands of businesses, small businesses all over the world. We're not just talking about in my country of the USA. We're talking about Bangladesh. We're talking about all over Europe. We're talking all over Asia. We talk all over Africa. All over, New Zealand and Australia. We're talking all over the world. There are small businesses passing out these cards, selling TBC. We're doing the heavy lifting for them, creating a Crinkle Cash back office account and a business account in their business name. We're paying the $10 admin fee because we are now what? A cash center. We're printing out 1,000 business cards for them. We're not talking a lot of money for doing this for businesses. Did you see what I'm saying? We're not talking about a lot of money we're doing helping these businesses out. Do you realize if you invest, this is it's almost like you're spending a lot of money to help a business get involved in TBC and educating them along the way how it's done. See, what you'll do with a business owner, you'll meet with them on a day that they're after work or early before work starts for them. And sit down with the conversation, explain this to them. They have to understand that the way that the regular barter system that they have been using around the world for using fiat money and debit cards and credit cards has been using that for years. Now we're moving to digital currency now. And TBC is our digital currency. And I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to put a little thing in y'all ear to make y'all think. Do you understand one of the reasons why our admin put the QR code in our TBC wallet? Do you know that, I'm going to just say this about Bitcoin. This is a little bit about Bitcoin. I said this about in Tokyo, Japan. They use a QR code at their cash register, and they can use their phones and they put their phone right at that little meter, and they can pay for their services, their goods and services. They already have that in Tokyo, Japan. They're using Bitcoin that way. Well, guess what? We could be doing the same thing for TBC. Now, I'm not talking about QR codes so much in this particular, I'm just mentioning that. See, admin is giving us all these little tools, and we need to use them. And what admin is showing you in this blog post is what? How to use merchants to grow our community. And while doing that, you as members are going to benefit in terms of making income. This is another way of you earning income, folks. Let me come out of this blog. Let me come out of the screen share just a minute. Let me talk to you all a minute. All right. I'm excited about this. I don't know about you are, because this is like a shot in our arm right now. While a lot of us are dragging our feet, growing our community from person to person, getting them involved in the Billion Coin, we could use, do you realize one merchant that's well known could bring in thousands of people into our community? And what is the 3 words that what merchant has a lot of us don't have? And I bet you most people don't know this. That's on our chat area. You know what it is? Know, like, and trust. Their customers know them, like them, and trust them. You see? So when merchants are passing out these business cards, these TBC business cards, and then we are talking to those referrals and teaching the merchants how to talk to later get back. See, merchants not going to have time to go to all the referrals, so we'll be dealing with these referrals, and we're getting these people involved in TBC. And now, guess what's going to happen to the merchant? They're going to see how to use TBC, to use 50% of TBC and 50% of their currency, the currency they normally use for their goods and services. So there's a lot of great things happening here. This is what admin is trying to convey to you. Oh, admin, I read you loud and clear on this one. I always do normally, but this one is, oh gosh. My vision is like, guys and ladies here on this chat and around the world, my vision is like wide open on this blog post. I see exactly and I hear what admin is saying. Oh, admin, thank you for this one. This is a very special blog post, this one. Do y'all realize what admin has just did for us? Did y'all catch what's really happening here in this blog post? We're talking about major expansion. Everybody's wondering about, how would I approach a merchant? What do I do? But see, a lot of us was thinking, oh, I walk into a merchant, tell them a little about the Billion Coin, how they could use it for their goods and services. Well, guess what? That's the incorrect way. We have to do the heavy lifting for them. And that's not really heavy lifting, really. If you print off 1,000 business cards, which is not a whole lot of money, if you open if you just took 5 businesses, small businesses, for an example, and what you do, you print off 1,000 business cards. You spend what? That's $50, right? That's 10 times 5, paying for their $10 Crinkle Cash admin fee, right? And then what's going to happen shortly later? People at maybe at the cash register, when they pay for their let's say a restaurant, for example, and they pay for their meal, you're going to hand them a business card, and you're going to say what? What did they say in this blog post? What are you going to say to them? Let me see where I can find that. Where is that at? Oh, here it is. Be sure to collect this gift today while this offer lasts. How many on TV? I've heard it several times on TV. You know? So I don't know if y'all get. Hey, let me bring in Ryaz for a minute. Ryaz, I'm so hyper about this one. I'm so happy about what I'm hearing. This is like making me explode with excitement. Ryaz, go ahead. I'm gonna give the floor to you. I gotta calm myself down.
Yes, thank you, sir. I want to talk about this business card. It will be expired after November. Yes, sir. After that, if somebody will be printed this business card, with what for the use the next time, because there was appointed, this is $2,000, and to you told use right now it told that this earning money too. Yes, of course, I know that, but this after November they can be used the same card in to new person.
Yes. Essentially, when you make the business card, you're gonna get that same see on the business card going to have their information on that business card. That's like our information, and
Yes.
it's going to have their link, their actual Crinkle Cash link.
Yes.
And see, when they go to the same thing like we do person to person, we give them our Crinkle Cash referral link.
Yes,
that same referral link going to be on their business card, and they're going to go there as soon as they sign up. They're going to end up getting 20 what? They will get what 25,000 crinkles, which is worth over $2,000.
Yes.
Then we are the one. See, we're gonna be the education source. That's why in the beginning of that blog post they were talking about some of us has made cash flow. And see, as y'all see, this is great for a continuation. Randy said he's gonna go over it in his cash flow coaching today. Go over this blog post because I know exactly why he's approaching it this way.
Yeah.
If
exactly.
If he's teaching those people how to cash flow, and they're learning how to cash flow. And in this blog post also talked about the merchant knowing how to cash flow for their goods and services. All we do is inject TBC while we're doing the heavy lifting for them, creating the TBC wallet. I mean, not the wallet, well, actually, that's going to come too. But once they pay their $10 fee, to pay the $10 fee, we're going to do for them.
Yes.
And we're going to do the business cards for them. Now, I don't know. Now, I'm going to tell you all this. I don't know what it is in your country around you or what Riyadh and Germany or in Bangladesh around the world. But here in the U.S., we have some awesome businesses that do, I mean, a lot of business cards for like right now is one that do that can copy. We got our own business cards. My God, that can copy it in a manner of what? Gosh, $5, $10.
Yes.
I mean, thousands of bits copy it. Can make this. Could take that, or I got a printer right here beside me.
Yeah.
And I got to put in the right type of paper.
Yes.
And print out all these business cards for the merchant. Take it to them. Yes. I could take it somewhere, have them, actually they have paper that you can it's already kind of done where you can just break them apart.
Yes, it's true.
Or if you could take it somewhere and do it for you, whatever you want to do to make sure they're professionally done, look equally, the square card is done properly.
Yeah.
And we just do all the little things for the merchant, make it easy for them,
Yes.
and just get them to understand
Yes.
what the billion coin is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what it isn't, what their correct road is,
Yes.
and what their correct road is not. Those four things I talked about.
Yes.
And that is not hard. We can sum those four things up very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I suggest everyone to do around the world is go through this blog post several times until you get it.
Yeah.
And if people are struggling with it, I go do a part 2 to this tomorrow, because folks, I got it. I understand exactly what this blog. I got it the first time I saw it. I really got it when Randy went over it. And then I got it again. This is my third time today. I'm going to go over it again to make sure I don't miss a thing. So let me
Yes.
just point out to you all, this is a major thing that came into TBC today. I'm letting y'all know this.
Yes. Yes. I know that.
You
Yes.
know, admin had said some time ago that something was coming. I wonder if this is what it is, or a part of what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the cash centers. I'm not talking. I remember a blog post reading. See, when I go through a blog post, that's why I study blog posts, because I find out the fine little things that admin is saying. And this has got to be one of the big ones that they're coming up with, because admin recognizes that we're moving too slow in building our community. Admin recognizes this. So admin said, okay, I'm going to get a little shot in the arm to get us moving.
Yes. Yes.
And so admin essentially showing us how we can get a merchant involved to grow our community. I mean, like laser fast. We can get to $1 billion. Admin is right. With all the businesses around, just think about this. Let's take just the existing members, and let's just talk about the broadcasters. Just the broadcasters. What if each broadcaster brought in 5 to 10 merchants and actually showed them this, broke this blog post down? Because I'm telling you, this is a big one right here. Admin may come out with another one regarding this. I don't know how admin going to. We pretty much got it. Admin, I have it. I'm not sure if everyone quite get it, but I think people need to go over it more and more. I'm going to go over this blog post so many times that I understand every little segment of it, and I really know it now. But it's so important that we go over this blog post, because what admin is asking us to come out of our pocket is very minimal. Very minimal. Okay? All right. Looks like I got somebody else on that's never been on with me before. Is this and Ben below? And below? Are you from
Oh,
Africa,
yeah.
sir?
Yes. Good evening.
Good
Good evening,
evening.
Mr. Stephen Coffey. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How you doing? Where are you from, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, great, 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 great. I mean, looking forward to seeing
Yeah,
all your people in Nigeria real soon.
yeah, we can't wait actually to have you in Nigeria, sir.
Yes, it's gonna be an honor. Trust me. I've been wanting to come to Africa for many, many years, practically most of my life, because that's where my ancestors
Wow.
come from. And knowing that I've been in your country, which leading the whole world in population of TBC, I'm really excited to come to your country.
Yeah.
Yes, I really am. So
It's
Randy and I
also
got
really
some great
going to
information
be.
we want to get to you all.
Yeah. We are expecting you to have you very, very soon. You and Mr. Randy Wilson.
Yes.
Uh, I'm sorry about the lighting quality of the room. It's
Oh no,
quite
I
dark.
understand. I understand. I got some friends in Nigeria. I know what y'all dealing with y'all electricity. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, sir. Your live broadcast has really been a blessing to me personally.
Well, thank
And
you.
then, yeah, I've tried to join your broadcast severally. Without, in fact, the last time I tried to join, immediately I connected, my phone went off. Still, electricity issue.
That's okay, sir. We all have so many challenges in our life. It's just that we
Yeah,
got to know how to deal with them. If we learn how to deal with them, it won't frustrate us as much. So it's just an
exactly.
honor to have the seat to meet you like this, and I'm looking forward to meet you in person when I get there.
It's all right. It's all right.
So
It's
what
really
can I
going
do
to
for
be
you
a great
today?
honor. Yeah, actually, I like so system class. All right, so I made an attempt in paying for the 1 week section, which is $10, and
Uh-huh.
I've been looking for a way to enter the class since then. I This afternoon, I mean this morning, I watched Victorious Flourish.
Uh-huh.
Okay, why she was trying to explain how to to go about all of that, and I noticed that all she said were the things I've already done. Okay, but
Mhm.
still I couldn't enter the meeting. So I'm just wondering, I believe you can help out. Maybe
Mhm.
there is still one or two things I need to learn about that.
No, so you're saying that you haven't been able to log on to the meeting yet? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I suggest you do, I know that I have somebody right here that's on our panel right now, Mr. Scott Thorne, that's in that meeting regularly. And what I like to do is
Okay.
bring him on. I want you to listen to him. I know he wants to talk about what we're talking about, this what's on the blog post, but I'm gonna allow him to help you if you don't mind, Scott. Would you give him what you think needs to be done? Because you could probably give him that information better than I.
Okay. Well, what's the question again? I didn't hear quite
The
hear.
question was he had paid his $10 for the cash flow coaching, and
Okay.
he's wondering how to log on to attend it.
If he had paid the $10 for cash flow coaching, he would receive an email from Brandy that give him the access through that receipt that he paid for. But if he's
Mm-hmm.
not complete the $10, he just go through the process and had not completely pay, just still you know how do you pay, through Bitcoin or through PayPal?
Through Bitcoin.
Okay. Do you
Through
pay
Bitcoin.
exactly $10 worth,
I
or you just pay? Is there you added like a mining fee to that also?
I didn't get that, sir.
You did that, right? And then you
Yes,
did click the checkout, complete the checkout, and then you receive his email.
exactly, exactly. In fact, I received an email saying that thank you for joining our cash flow, coaching class and all of that. I received a corresponding email immediately after that transaction. But
Okay, if you got
I
his
have no idea
email,
what that email
then
after.
if you got his email, in that email he'll give you like a sign up where you can go and log in.
Okay,
So if you go back to your email again and then see if there's a link, there should be a link over there where you can click on it and then say, okay, either you log in, he would either provide you with the password, or you have to set up a new password.
okay, sir.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's maybe the case that you have not click on that link to register to go to Zoom, because it's all accessed through the back office of Randy, tbcrandy.com. And then you say click log in, and then he'll say your log in will be your email, and then you would put your password in. So not how you get in.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Yes, and for those, a lot of people that don't, when they get those particular, sometimes people don't receive all emails through their inbox. Sometimes you have to check your junk or spam folder to
Yes.
find that email. And like I said, if you don't see the things that Scott is speaking of, you need to perhaps message Randy, and his assistant Randy or his assistant Pitsy will get back with you, because that's how Pitsy got back with me, because Pixie actually monitors his Facebook Messenger.
Correct.
Yes, I know about that.
So, anything else, Mister from that great man from Nigeria?
Thank you very much, sir. That will be all for now, sir.
Okay, thank you. It's a pleasure having you here. You can come join me anytime, sir. Okay.
So how long ago did you pay?
What was that?
No, I was wondering how long ago did he pay?
How long did you pay, sir?
Okay, I actually paid on Sunday, and I was expecting to join the class on Monday. Sunday being the 14th or 15th of this month, this same month, this past Monday.
Yeah, so go back to your email and check for that link and the thank you email, and then also in there will be a link for you to log in.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be great, because and also want to add too that if you find that link and you log in, and let's say you missed Monday and you missed today, if you missed most of this week, you can go back, because he really will take each one, so you get to see the ones you missed for this week.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You're gonna get your money, more than your money's worth. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Of course. I'm not really bothered about the money, because all the teachings, all of our leaders, most especially yourself and Mr. Randy Wilson, have been doing. That alone is much more than what is $10. I just want to learn. It's not as if I'm worried about the money.
Right. Because that's one of the reasons why we're coming to Africa, to do a cash flow conference, and it's information. We hope before we leave Africa, we hope to have thousands of people knowing how to cash flow. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And so, but more importantly, we want to make sure that you all teach the same thing we teach you to thousands. So we have possibly, if not half, I would say if not 3/4 of the people in Nigeria that's in TBC knowing how to cash flow, at least half of that. See, we got to expand our community. Now, okay, let me get back with Mr. Scott Don. Hey, Scott.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. You were quite welcome. Scott.
Yes.
I know that you've been over this blog post. I don't know if you know about, I hope you feel the excitement I feel, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Yep.
My God, do you see what impact the admin has done for us? Do you see what can happen with bringing in merchants the right way?
Yeah, it's a first step. It's a step-by-step rollout. Yeah.
We got to be. We don't. How can I put this in the right way? We got to be very careful with the merchants. You know, remember you're dealing with people.
Yes.
We talk about merchants. We talk about people that's used to cash flow the way they know of. And this is something new. TBC is new. And sometimes, I remember a time, listen to this, and I don't know if y'all have it in y'all country, but they have it in the U.S. There's a, on our debit and credit cards, there are new security chip. Do you know I work for part-time work for a company where I went around actually bringing on merchants with this new chip, that's security chip that's on this debit card. I did this like 4 or 5 years ago. Tell them this was coming, and now it's here.
Yep.
So it's the same thing with TBC. We're telling you this is coming, just like our internet came out. in the early 1990s.
Yep.
Cryptocurrency is here, folks. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it's here to stay.
It's here. We got the QR code. Hey,
So,
let me ask Scott Don. I'm picking on you today, Scott.
No problem. I
know you got they call Scott Bitcoin Scott, so he knows about this thing, right? Okay.
Go ahead.
Tell our folks here the importance of a QR code, because I know you know this.
What was it? The point of the QR code?
Yes. What's the point? What you think? Why you think TBC put a QR code in our wallets?
Is to be ready for merchant readiness and to be simplicity smooth transactions instead of going through your punching in your password, going to your wallet. Basically, you just scan it and then you just open the QR and punch in what's the price unit that you're buying, and then scan it, and bam, gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Because
it's quick, and then that's why it's when the QR code is ready to be used. Once we get that download link for Android at this time, we don't have anything for iPhone yet, so I'm sure admin will work that out also. So at this time, they're working on the Android system.
Right. They're going to have it on both platforms, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure they will. But at this time, they're still working on the Android a link to download the link, so where you can just scan the QR code to link your QR code to your wallet.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
And so when I read this blog post, I was already thinking QR code, and I was putting two and two together. And see, I don't think most of our community was thinking this way. I know you probably was, and Randy probably was, and a few other leaders were, but I don't think a lot of community was thinking those ways. And I know that Tokyo, Japan used the QR code.
Yes,
for Bitcoin. I know they use it for Bitcoin.
Their Bitcoin is their monetary system right now. So that's what everybody seems to.
Brian, you're aware of it too, aren't you?
Sir, may I have one question, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Sure.
Yes, a couple of days ago, I had been seeing that some people they're using for this the handbill, like this type of information about the TBC, and this is allowed.
The what? What are they using?
What are they using?
Using handbill, like A4 type of paper. There was information for the TBC. How
are they using it in public? In the public?
In public.
In Germany?
For public, no. There is somewhere. I have.
You mean they printed out the QR code?
No, not in QR code, but there is a logo for TBC.
Yes, the tree of life. Yes, the flower of life.
Yes, there's some little text over there. That is allowed or not?
It depends on what degree how they're using it. I'm not sure how they're using it. Are they using it online? Are they using it walking around with it? I'm not sure to what degree they're using it.
Maybe they're walking around on they're giving the people their little bit text. There is some text over there, and to understand, easy to understand how is work for TBC.
Oh, the text on the QR code where it said link
for the logo. This TBC logo. This 6 angle logo. You know.
Yeah, the Kringle logo. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
And then what's the text? What's the text saying?
I didn't I read this text, but maybe they're using for the how is work for what is the goal of TBC. That is allowed or not?
I think
It's
so.
hard to say.
It's the if it's the Crinkle logo, that's yeah. I mean, you promoting TBC, but I don't know what's their text or their content on that flyer
I
or
wish I could see it.
yeah, that's
I wish I could see what they're doing
yeah.
because if we could visually see what you see, and are you seeing this in? I mean, you're in Germany. Are you seeing this actually in community in Germany?
No, 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 no,
You
no,
seeing
no.
it online
I yes, in a video.
on a video?
Yes,
Hmm.
for the live. Yes.
Hmm.
Not quite sure
I'm not
because
quite sure how that would be.
Yes. Okay.
I want
Okay.
to give an
That's
answer to
why I
that,
need.
but I got to see what it is.
yeah, because if it's a Crinkle logo, I mean that's for us to use. I mean that's the just to promote awareness of the community of the coins.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
content there, I don't know if they put something else or I don't know what the content is. So that I can't say. But yeah, I mean
If somebody used for the marketing, that can be allowed or not.
yes, marketing yes
Yes.
because
Yeah, they can market it.
For the marketing,
I have
can
print
you
out some
explain?
logo from Crinkle logo from admin where from the blog. You
Yes,
put it
yes,
on the
for the
blog
blog.
and then
Yes, that's
you,
exactly,
yeah
exactly. I mean that term, because
yeah
this if they're using for this, because so many people they don't have the computer uh, at that moment. If they are talking about the TBC, how it's work, what is the goal, or how can we improve ourselves to helping the people and so and so. So if they are using for the text from the blog or what the admin appropriate, and that text will be on this paper and with
Mm-hmm.
the logo or the Klingle cache or something else. It's my question is this allowed or not?
yes
If they're using what the blog states,
Yes,
then
yes,
it's allowed because
yeah.
you know why I say that because what comes from the blog comes from admin.
And those
yes,
I always
logo
tell I use a rule of thumb. What's in the blog is legal. What's outside the blog is illegal. That's just for me. I don't use what's outside the blog. I use what's in the blog, what's in our Creamcast back office. I just stay right in line what admin wants.
yeah,
If they're just printing like Scott said, just printing something out and giving a little information, I don't
yeah.
see what harm that does. As long as the information is in concert with what's in the blog.
Yes, yes, yes. If they're using,
Mm-hmm.
if there's somebody will be used, yeah, try to use this one. So
Yeah,
it's
because
allowed.
mm-hmm.
It's allowed. Yeah, you say that because there's another question. There's somebody use did for the Visa card and so this for this ATM card and for the machine to use to take money and something else. That kind of ad in Facebook or somewhere else. This is not total. Total is banned. It's
no
not.
No,
that
no,
is
no,
the flags right there. If they use a TBC logo on an ATM card, you be
no.
careful because
Mm-mm.
that's they try to steer you to
Cheating. Yeah,
go
that's
there
cheating the people.
Mm-hmm.
because
That,
Mm-hmm.
that
the
is very
credit
bad for
card or the
marketing. Bad
ATM is
marketing.
not out in admin. Admin has not released anything that so they're
No.
trying to
Mm-mm.
steer you so that maybe you can go with them and purchase something that is off base. So I would steer away because then you're gonna be get to a scam situation. Okay,
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
we don't want
There's
to do that.
nothing. There's nothing been in the blog like Scott said that signify anything using a Visa card, admin's logo on a Visa card. I've seen them on Facebook, and
Yeah,
I'm telling you, people are trying to steer you away to something that's a scam. That something's not real, not TBC like.
Be-
So
because they try to lure our members that who are in desperate need of cash
That's
flow.
correct. Yeah.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
when you do
That's
that,
the question.
because then they'll show you say, hey, come over here. We have a Visa card that you can purchase or that you can register and then that you can cash out. That's not what that's that you go into a scam you go into a scam. So you don't want to do that. No.
It's not acceptable. It's true. Yeah, but there are some people that using for them their own business. They're selling the goods or articles. They say that okay, you can say convert to your money with the TBC or the Bitcoin or Litecoin, Ethereum or something.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Well, it's people are, you know, amazing. People are doing that. I get people, you know, asking me, like I get people even asking me questions like, how do I, how do how do I find buyers?
Yes, yes. For the find the buyers. Yeah, that's true.
Now, I'm not in the business of finding buyers.
Okay, then
I'm a
what you do?
supplier. I'm a supplier. I'm a supplier of TBC. I'm not in the business. You understand what I'm saying, Scott, right?
Yeah, yeah. So when they ask you that, then the answer would be, okay, you want to find a buyer, right? Send them to the system and send them to CFC, then they'll find a buyer. That's what unlock the buyer.
Right.
So
I just keep telling them to go to, I said, if you need to sell some TBC,
first
you
you
need
gotta
to
go through here.
Fast Start system, and you need to sign up for cash flow coaching with Randy.
Yep.
And you'll learn it. But see, some of them need money like now because of some things happening in their family. Well, this is not money that you can just spend right now. You know?
And sometimes they're just using that as an excuse to get you to buy it or to you know.
No, this type of marketing.
This trick, and then sometime because everybody always in need of money, but then they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to follow the system.
Right.
Because if you follow the system, if you're willing to do the work, I mean, just think about this. When you grow a fruit tree, do you immediately put the seed in and then you pluck out the fruit right away? No.
No.
It takes years to nurture that seed to grow from sprout to a young tree, to a full tree, and to a full bloom tree.
And mature.
If they just come in and say, okay, yeah, when they see a whole lot of money in their wallet, so their mindset is say, okay, how do I cash out? Our system, our money is not meant to be cashed out. It was meant for you to spend, meant for you to barter and trade, and not to cash out. We want to create a cash flow, not cash out. Cash out, in you cash out one time, it's gone. We want to create cash flow.
And that's, you just said a key thing, Scott. People are getting mixed up two words. Cash out and cash flow are two different things.
Correct.
Cash out meaning your money is gone.
That's
once you spend it.
Take it out. That's it. One time it's done. You're out.
You're out. And if all of us did that in TBC here.
No.
Yes, Randy also told me, come and go. Come and go.
Right.
Come and go.
The cash flow.
That's
right. Come to flow.
Flow, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But this way, so many people they don't trust about this because you know. I talked to 2 days ago one person. He said, "Yeah, this type of business tricks are going on all over the world. There is so many cryptocurrencies going on, and they are coming and going. They're coming and going. How can I trust your this concept, which you told me, you explained me right now? This is how can I trust it? So I told him this is the system. What is the foundation for this our TBC? I mean, for the Klinger Cash, this gift system and so and so. Another cryptocurrency, they never give the gift system for at least at first when you register for registration for the €10 or $10 the fee, registration fee, then you can get the gift from $2,000 and yeah, something about in coming on an euro. So he said, yeah, this is one kind of business tricks, and so he said, yeah, because you know the Bitcoin when they started, there's a percent. $1 or yes, one Bitcoin is percent as was the value. And now the market value is going on in the 6 to 7,000. The last year is 20,000. Yes, and the coming next year is climb into 50,000 and so and so. Because the system, the 1 grain of gold, and there we are collecting from the gold price that we are climbing. We're climbing this step by step, not so fast, but the gold price and where the joining for the new member, for them the value are counted.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
for them to understand the difference between our coin and the market coin, is our coin is private coin, and
Yes.
our coin is
Yes.
tied to the
Yeah.
gold price, and also our coin is backed by its member. So our coin will always go up each day, because each day new members come in, it's at 1 grain of gold to the value of our coin. So
Yes.
and
Yes.
the difference is that our coin is not what you call it, manipulated by the banks.
Yeah.
So
Right.
where it's a market coin is being manipulated for those who have a lot of money, those who have a lot of influence. They can come out and say, hey, this coin, like for example, there's, remember Chase Bank CEO, or he came out and on the news, and then he made some comment about Bitcoin. Guess what? It dropped. And guess what happened? They went up and gobbled those coins at a cheap price. So and then
Mm-hmm.
now that's the
Mm-hmm.
manipulation.
That's
And
the
then
manipulation.
when they
Yep.
do that, they drive the prices down by their influence because of their status. Where our coin is has no manipulation and it's private. Our coin will never go on the market.
Never.
Never.
Never, ever, ever.
Nope.
Nope.
This never go in the market. This is
Nope.
just true. This is that is
Right.
their only in vision. They can say this for the mission, for the our TBC mission. Is
Right.
am I
And
right?
see, that's another part of it too. A lot of people see our mission statement and see
Yeah.
the difference and see that we're a private coin and abundance based on abundance, love and respect, of prosperity, abundance based on that, not greed and scarcity like a lot of people are manipulating the other market-based coins that way.
Yep.
See, they want to grab. Think about these changes.
Yeah.
They're making money based on when Bitcoin goes up and goes down, they getting that money in between.
Yep. And their mission is not to end global poverty. Their mission is to, fatten up their pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's business only for their pockets. Yes. They're thinking about only for finance, and they're coming more and more wealthy person, and so.
Yeah, but see, this is what's important. Where Rise, this is what people and I know that Scott know this, but this is what's important that people got to understand. Our coin, see, we got to change our thinking. On how cryptocurrency is about. If people spend some time studying cryptocurrency as a whole, the market-based side, of course, is keeping sharp of our abundance-based side of TBC.
Yes.
I understand exactly what Scott is talking about. The manipulation is going on. And we're not saying that are bad on that side. There's some good things happening on that cryptocurrency side, particularly with Bitcoin and a few other market-based coins. And yes, you can make some money on that side.
Yeah, you can.
But
Yes.
but you got to know how to do it.
Yep.
Sir, I have one of the interesting questions.
Yes.
If somebody will buy with Clear Cash or the TBC, the small price of goods, yeah, that's $5 or $6 or something else. It can be this transaction can be expensive for their profiting for this transaction or something else.
What you should do to the calculations with the crinkle. Yeah, I think was like $1. What it's equal
Yeah.
to 2.4 crinkles, or is it one
There
crinkle
was a
was?
way we could do that at one point. Remember, we was in an old wallet.
Yeah, I think the with the calculations. Yeah, I think it's based on a grain of gold is 2.4.
2.4. Yes.
$2.40
Yeah,
gold.
yeah,
So and you multiply that or you divide it by what the $100.
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
So
Yeah,
it'll be what see two crinkles. So if it's $100, it's 13 crinkles.
Mm-hmm.
See, let me see.
yeah. Because Kringles is a smaller, it's a fraction of TBC as we know it.
Yeah, yeah, yes, I know, yes. Yeah, because for Bitcoin not possible to a small kind of amount in transaction. But there's somebody is,
Satoshi.
yes,
The fraction is
somebody,
Satoshi.
yeah. By the way, if some supermarket or they're accepting Bitcoin, if they would go to buy and so on, one ice cream and one cola, one something else, because this type of a small kind of amount in transaction, this can be expensive for the Bitcoin. No, you have to pay more Bitcoin. But this is our TBC. Its transaction is same like that or something is different.
Right, because they don't pay. We don't use mining fees or processing fees like Bitcoin does.
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't use we don't they don't have no we don't have those type of processing fees with our
No,
coin.
no fee. Just the $10 wallet lifetime. That's it. There's no fee.
That's
So
it.
that's the
That's
point
it.
of sales also, because you would and then you would go to the merchant and say, well, if for example, this comparison, if you use Bitcoin, every transaction you do, there is a fee, mining fee, because they
Yes.
have to solve the problem in order for them to get the fee. In this case, whereas TBC, there's no fee, because once you pay the $10 to admin for the Crinkle back office, you get a 2-for-1, which is the Crinkle back office and the lifetime wallet. And at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, any transaction that you do between peer-to-peer or merchant to peers or merchant to customer, there's no transaction in between those. So
Right.
that's it.
They're
That
gonna love guys.
selling,
They're gonna love that part right there.
yeah,
That's the
because
selling
that
part
more
right
profit for the merchant.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for the very important information. Because
Oh
this is
sure,
very, very
sure.
important.
Hey Ryan, you really lucked up today, buddy, because you got you got shot throwing at me, and Randy, myself, and him, we know each other, and we just we know this TBC. We know how all the ins and outs of the billion coin, and we know a lot about the cryptocurrency world as a whole. And I'm not saying we're experts all over, but we know enough to survive in this cryptocurrency world. It's just that there's a lot of people out there not educating themselves, and we use that word education loosely, but it's
Yeah.
really true. They don't educate themselves with the blog. They don't educate themselves with the coaching that's out there, and they're just considered by. Now I'm not hearing this. Not as many people are complaining about. I'm not getting a lot of people about cashing out. I'm not hearing that word cash out as much, but still, people are still wanting to understand the value of our coin. We got all this coin in our wallets, and how are you going to unlock the value? And I be talking about that all the time in my broadcast.
Yes.
How we're using even the cash centers alone is a way for a person to make income. See, admin is doing everything they can to let people know out there that's in TBC. They're letting you know different ways we're using the coin to unlock the value of the coin. See, that's a big word, value. And also teaching, we're learning ourselves so we can be an example as we introduce TBC to people that are poor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know
You know?
why Do you know why admin introduces the cash center?
Go ahead. Yeah, well, I know the main reason is because they had a lot of people out there were having problems with paying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and
That's
they didn't know how
part.
to access it.
Yep,
They didn't know
that's
how to
part.
access it.
Because like just like what admin said, 99.9% of the populations don't know about cryptocurrency. And also, since remember back then that admin has uh, aligned a bank for the exchange, and then the requirement was that we need 10,000 member to be the tester, and that tester, there's a requirement that they need to do, which is refer another 100 new members before they
Right.
qualify to be a tester. So a certain percentage of that was met, but then a small percentage of the other which did not met. So therefore, it took us a long time to meet that requirement. So that's why the
Right.
bank backed off.
Right.
And
Exactly.
now with this cash center, we are acting just like a bank. It's a
Right.
human bank. It's not a building structure bank. So in that sense, those who has the minimum of $10 worth of cryptocurrency, they can set up that a cash center and then partner with those who have a lot of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and they can split the profit 50-50. Like if they spend $100, 20% of that is $20. You get $10. So just imagine if you have a 10 customer, 10 new referral purchase $100 each. Just how much is that?
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
Pretty
gonna be
much.
$100 a day right there.
Pretty
If you
good
got 10.
amount. Yes.
You see?
That's right.
Yes, yes. This kind of so many questions that they're thinking. The people they're thinking, how is it working? This, or we have always in go in a bank to make transaction, and we have always using the paper money to a small kind of amount for buying from the merchant and so on. So how could be used for this TBC in future money?
But see
Yes.
what see people got to plug into. That's one reason why we have broadcasters. We got to plug into our broadcast
Yes.
Yes.
because a
Yes.
lot of the questions can be answered by us.
Yes.
Yes.
If they're
Yes.
asking you, get them to our broadcast. Get them to Scott does broadcasts. I do broadcasts.
I do.
You know, Randy does them. There's a lot of people are really great broadcasters out there. They can answer most of all those questions people are asking.
Okay, here's a question that came up. Okay, there will be mining in TBC when we get 1 billion members to code? No.
No,
TBC is
no,
already mined. The 1 billion coin is already mined. It's already in admin hands. Admin,
yes,
we are in a distribution period.
no.
So there's
That
no mining.
there's no
But
mining.
when you become a broadcaster, that is like mining. That's where you earn that 1 million cookies, and that's just like your minings right there. That's how you earn.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is a good
People,
way. Yeah.
people. You can when you talk about mining, that's like that. You talking now, market based coin type mining. We don't admin. They've already produced like he just said. They got billions of coin, billions already done. Already, if you want to say mines, they already mined. They're done. Don't have to produce anything more. Like Bitcoin needs gonna cap off at 21 million. They've already done about 16, 17 million already produced.
Yes.
That little area that they got to produce, they said it's gonna take the next 5 to 10 years, and they're gonna have a thing called a halve. I think they call it, where they got a split or something. I don't know what it. I know what it means, but we don't need to do all of that. We're keeping it simple. We don't have to produce any more coin. All we ask us to do is expand our community.
Just
And that every time someone comes in our community, a grain of gold is associated with that person, and it keeps growing, keeps growing. And that grows our community to 1 billion. Now today, they came out with the merchants, how to deal with the merchant the right way. Everybody was thinking about I go walk into a store, small mom and pop store, and introduce them to TBC. That's the wrong way. Then we got the right way. Let's see how many people get it right this time. Okay? They tried to sell TBC back in 2017 without a fast start system. A lot of us had some success with it, but a lot of people didn't. The majority of people didn't. Now we got a fast start system where all existing members and new members can now be profitable in TBC. Now, admin is now roll out the right way to handle a merchant.
And here's a comment that Crypto Magnet mentioned. Let's see. Regarding to the logo, the information that you were asking, filter are allowed as long as they put the right information and not mislead the people, the new people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, you can use those logo, you can use those words that is in the blog, but what they put in the ATM or Visa, those are misleading the members or the potential members who go there. Okay, so yeah, you just got to be careful with that. That's all.
Yeah, right. Appreciate all the information you're helping. I'm so glad you're here, Scott. Man, you've been excellent. You know.
Yes. You know, very important information.
Because I mean, it's like having two heavy hitters on at one live broadcast. We can answer any question in this chat and more. Because what people are trying to get confused, they're getting confused our coin with the market-based coin.
Correct.
Yes.
And it's like apples and oranges.
It is, yes.
You know, so Crypto Magnet said value of product, current price of Crinkle equal buyer will pay the merchant in Crinkle. All right. There's some great little things here in chats. I want to thank everyone here for being here. Scott, did you have anything?
No, I'm good. It's a good broadcast, good information, good question that he's asking. So
thank you for my brother from Nigeria that came on. I know he's gone now, but it was really great because I know it's nighttime there, and I know it's nighttime in Germany too. And,
are you in Germany, or he's in India?
He's Ryan's is in Germany.
Oh, right, Germany. Okay.
Yes, I'm from Germany. I think you are from Philippines. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw your video and broadcast. It's very nice. I like it. Inform these people. Yes, this is too good.
Yep. Yeah. Scott does his videos in Cambodian and in English.
Yes.
Yes.
At the moment, I'm setting up to have them to come to cash flow coaching, so that we can can open the cash flow conference in Cambodia. So eventually, they're getting their people set. I'm telling them, okay, if you get 500 members to RSVP, then we'll see. We'll let admin know. Admin will send Randy and I to Cambodia.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That'd be excellent for you to go back home, huh?
Yes, that'd be the first time.
Gosh,
for 36 years.
Wow, it's been 36 years since you've been back home.
36 years, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Too long.
Man, I tell you, that's amazing. That's amazing. I know you got family that would love to see you, man. Gosh.
Oh, yeah, they've been asking, when are you coming? When are you coming? And say, well, let's get everything in place, and let's get everybody RSVP, and I'm also training and translate it for them over there as we speak. And once they're coming to cash flow coaching, and then we'll see the numbers should go up, and then the registrations for RSVP for the cash flow conference. Hopefully in January we'll get that.
Do you think? Can I say this to you? Do you think it's possible? If this be accomplished, do you believe that someday you'll be doing a Sinbun meeting for Cambodia?
Yes, I will. I'm in grooming for it, right?
I know you're grooming for it. See, I know. See, I'm telling you, I know how our minds work in TBC,
Yes.
and I know that I just seen what Bangladesh has done, and I'm thinking there's got to be another one coming up pretty soon. So, but anyway, it's been a joy having you guys here today.
Thank you.
It's fun having everyone here on the live chat. Thank you so much, my little one that always watches me, Kaylin, my little one out here that's always support me. It's been great. This has been a great live broadcast. Please go over the new blog post about merchants today. Is one of the best that was ever printed by admin. They are speaking to us about merchants. I hope you heard it loud and clear or seeing it.
Yes.
And if you don't understand it, keep going over it. If you still don't understand it, maybe Randall or Scott, we could put on like a Zoom meeting and do a training or something on it or something, just on merchants. I don't know. I just want people to understand what admin is saying here, because this is a great way to grow our community.
Thank you, sir.
And just think of it, just having a very few, if just a few of us had maybe 3 to 5 merchants.
Yes,
just
we
a
are
few of
trying.
us.
Yeah.
Because y'all know that, y'all already know one thing that I spoke about. Merchants already have people who know, like, and trust them.
Yep. In the circle, yes.
Absolutely.
And I think right here locally in my one city, my goodness, I know several. I know 5 businesses that make good money because people come in and make their product. It could be food, it could be another product, it could be whatever. Oh my God, this thing gonna be huge. If we get this thing rolling out like it should, like they're talking, we could hit the 1 billion members very quickly. We really could. If everybody did around the world.
Everybody following the system, following the what admin put in place, and doing that, we will achieve our goal.
Right.
Yes.
We just gotta ingest it, understand, meaning in our minds, and understand what admin is saying. Just like we're doing the fast start system, and you know, take what you learn in that blog post, and you have to make sure you get it perfectly before you even talk to a merchant.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to walk in there and get and have a meeting with the owner and not be able to get. If you don't understand it good, they're not going to understand it.
No. You got to know what TBC is and what TBC isn't, and what your role in it.
Yes.
You got to know. You got to know.
Important, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all for being here. Thank you for everybody. ATM Irene and Crypto Magic and Musa Test. Just so many people here. I'm not gonna name them all. Thank you all for being here today. And also Serenza TBC Prayer War from New Zealand. She was here. By the way, in case y'all don't know it, y'all know that she won August, one of the August winners for the cruise. Well, she's taking Lucy Brown with her, another TBC broadcaster with her. She told me about it. So it's joy too. So let's just make sure that that all of us make sure that we are studying the TBC blog post, reading it and get it and study the blog. Make sure that we're doing that. Make sure that we're doing live broadcasts whenever you can do it. I'm not saying you have to do them every day like I do them. Just make sure you do it at least once a week or 3 times a week. Whenever you can do them, make sure you do it, because we need a lot more broadcasters, and we need even more in other languages like we're currently happening.
So the key with the new members, if you follow the system, when they get ready to purchase that $100, they need to do the broadcast first so that they can get the full benefit of a broadcaster reward. When they spend $100, they would get 1 coin. Versus if they spend $100 just a basic member before they even do the broadcast, then they only get 100,000 cookies, which is
that's right,
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the key, and then just train it that way. So now, then
Yeah.
afterward, then they'll follow the system, and then they're training their new member to do the same thing too.
You know, Lawrence Malecki said something in ATM Rings. We were going back in chat today, and I was saying follow the system. He said that people need to make sure and follow the system they taking action. You know, because follow the system, you could be just going through the motions, looking at it, but making sure you actually taking the action in each step, so you can be profitable through the Fast Start system. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here again. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. It's been an awesome pleasure being with you today. And thank you all, the incredible, great words you presented to us, Scott, as well as Ryaz. And thank you, my fellow men from Nigeria, for being here as well. That's also in our chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you all for being for the Bangladesh community. They're doing great works out there, and people doing some good work around the world. Keep up the great work. Let's stay unified, and I'll see you all back tomorrow. Okay?
Yes. Take care.
Okay, y'all have peace.
Bye bye.
Yes, sir. After
Yes.
live, I want to talk to you after live broadcast.
Okay, I just stopped. Okay.